Buenos días, niños. Ojalá tengan un muy buen día hoy. Unas cosas para recordar que es importante estar a nivel cero mientras haciendo las lecciones. Si el maestro te da tiempo de hablar, está bien hablar. Por favor, estás haciendo lo que debes hacer y no estás jugando juegos, porque acuérdate que si tú estás haciendo lo que no debes hacer, te van a quitar el privilegio de usar el computador y usar iReady. ¿Ok? Entonces vamos a empezar con la lección. Yo sé que les va a ir muy bien hoy. Por favor, vean la lección que les hice. Después van a ver el Brain Pop y después van a hacer la actividad de Schoology que les voy a mostrar en un momento. So, empecemos con la lección. So, sí. La lección de hoy. Ok, entonces en matemática, ustedes saben que hemos estado haciendo multiplicación. So, eso vamos a seguir. Entonces, multiplicación. Today our objective is going to be, we're going to be able to use equal groups and repeated addition to multiply. So remember, we're using equal groups and repeated addition to be able to do multiplication, which is like this. Those are our multiplication sentences, and our repeated addition are the ones that match, but with addition a couple times. So, multiplicación, grupos iguales. So here we have a little question for you. So right now we have some groups, okay, and we have some toys inside of the group. So I want you to think about Amy. She's trying to put the groups into the toys into 5 equal groups. But I want you to think for this moment, does she have equal groups right now? Can she make a multiplication sentence? Why or why not? So think about that for a minute. If you said that she cannot, a good job. This is not the correct way. And the reason is, are they equal? Equal. And no, they are not. As you can see, she has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 groups. But if you look inside of the groups, well, in this group we have 4, in this one we have 3, 1, 2, 4. Can't exactly do the groups in that way. So she would have to do something else. Which we would do that later. So right here we have 5 by 2, multiplying 5 by 2. So to find the answer to all of these, first I have to show all of my strategies. So first I have to decide how many groups I have. So remember that for that, I write my groups at the top. I have 1, 2 groups. Okay, so I'm going to say 2 groups. Okay, and of how many? So I look inside and I go ahead and I count my eggs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 2 groups of 5. And then if I count over here, I will see I also have 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And remember at my bottom, I like to do my skip counting. So I'm going to keep going. I'm going to do 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here I have 10. Okay. So I want to turn this into a multiplication sentence. So remember that in multiplication, the first thing we always have is our groups. So I'm going to write groups here. And I said there were 2. And I'm going to write my each down here. And I said there were 5. And my answer for my total, remember that my answers for multiplication is always my total or my in all, is 10. She has 10 eggs in, she has 10 eggs total. And so she has, how many nests? She has 2 nests. And she has, I'm putting this in the wrong place. And she has 5 eggs in each. Okay, moving on. Now, what I want to do is I'm going to show you how multiplication have fact families, but how those fact families are going to be a little different depending for the picture particularly. So the first one I'm going to do is 2 times 3 versus 3 times 2. And remember, then in second grade, I don't really like us to say times that much. I want us to say groups of. So 2 groups of 3. So I'm gonna always start with my groups. I have 2 groups, 1, 2. And then of 3 it says. So I'm going to grab my counters, 1, 2, 3. My box was actually a little bit small, so I probably could have done it a little bigger. And it's not drawing for some reason. There we go. So 1 group and then 2 groups. And 3 in each. Okay, so then I have my skip counting. If I did my skip counting, I would do 3 and 6. Okay, right now, if I did my repeated addition, I would see that this is 3 plus 3 is 6. And that is the same as 2 groups of 3. Now let's see the difference. If I do 3 groups of 2. So now instead of 2 groups of 3, we're going to do 3 groups of 2 in each, right? So here's my 3 groups. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I write my numbers at the top for my groups. And I'm going to have 2 in each. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And when you do your Schoology, you can do this on your desk with the blocks. I filled this up that you can do that, and the blocks are at the front of the room, you know that. So then I'm going to do my skip counting at the bottom, and I'm going to see that this is 2, 4, 6. Okay, so what I had different was I had different skip counting. Here I skip counted by 2 because 3 because there were 3 in each. Here I'm skip counting by 2, and I'm going to do my repeated addition. This time I have 2 plus 2 plus 2, and that equals 6. So in both answers, what you got the same total, right? You also had the same numbers. You had 3 and 2, they were just in different places. They switched the groups versus the each. So that is what changed for these fact families. Okay, so I'm gonna do one more, and then you guys I'll show you what you're gonna do by yourself today. Okay, that way I don't take up too much time. So now I have 5 times 6. So remember in multiplication, I always like to write groups under the first one. And I'm going to write my each under the second. Okay. So now I have to do 5 groups. My first number represents groups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I didn't give myself as much room this time, but that's okay. So I'm going to do, remember, put my numbers of groups at the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I have 6 in each. So I'm going to grab 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so now I'm going to write a 6 at the bottom. I have 6. Okay, I'll put those groups in a little bit. Then I have I can go ahead and keep going with my counting. Now I don't lose track. So I have 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I can write a 12. And then I have 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Let me go ahead and keep track so I don't lose my number. Oopsie. Lose my number. I'm going to have 18. And I erased my 2 groups. So I'm going to go ahead and draw those again. This is group 4 and group 5. And then I have 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So we'll go ahead and write 24. And last group, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. That's a lot of counters, but we did it. So 30. Okay, if I were to show this with my repeated addition, I would have to have 5 blanks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to represent my 5 groups. I put my plus signs in the middle. And in each, I had 6, plus 6, plus 6, plus 6, plus 6, plus 6, and I get 30. Okay, now let's see the opposite way, is our fact family way. So I have 6 groups. I'm going to try to give myself a little more room this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and then I'm going to have 5 in each. So go ahead and count with me. And this one's a little easier because we're skip counting by 5, which all of us can do really well. So I have 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm missing some, so I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the great thing about that is that now, since it's by 5s, it's a little easier for us to skip count. And I'm going to do 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So if I'm skip counting by 5 and my groups are 6, I'm going to have 6 blanks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to have my plus signs in between for my repeated addition. And what goes in each is 5. 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 equals 30. Okay, so that's how we do our fact families. And I want you to notice that they are not the same picture. So that is exactly why in 2nd grade we say groups of instead of times, so that you understand that they don't have the same picture. Awesome. So now what I'm going to have you do, now that you watched my video, you are going to go, and I put a little brain pop for you. So if you go to Schoology, go to math, your proof should already be there. You're going to go to week 1, 24, 22. Monday, you'll see that I have a brain pop called arrays. Would love it if you watched that, please, guys. Remember that your brain pop password is, and I will show you on the screen, even though I have it written everywhere. It is Martin Jr. is the username, and the password is brain pop. All right, guys? So don't forget that. After the brain pop, you will go to your Monday practice problems. Today is Monday. You're going to do your Monday practice problems, and they're going to look like this. So for this, you have some options. If you want to do it with your Expo, that's great. If you want to do it on paper and pencil, that's good too. Would love to see your work when I come back. If you want to do it with web paint, remember you can use web paint if you have it. If you don't have it, I cannot help you with that because I'm not there. But look how you can do what I did today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And underneath, you write, I can change my color. Remember, you can do that. I can write 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Be careful to make sure you have your groups here, your each here, and your total here. And that is all for today. That are your 5 questions for today. You do have 2 tries so that you can do your best. And that way you can get the best grade possible. When you are done with that, you do have, oopsies, I left math. Let me go back to math. You do have a, one second, went to the wrong folder again. You have extra points if you for your money test. I left you, and you'll have this there all week. So you don't have to finish it today. You'll have all week to finish it. You have a place where if you do this, you will get extra points on your test, chapter retest. You can use your coins that are on your desk, but remember, we are not playing with our coins or our blocks. If you have blocks or coins, I've already told the substitute, if you play with them, he can take them away and you will not use them. So here you have your different problems. So that's, you match the money with the picture. It should be fun. There is audio. Remember, we always use our headphones when we're on the computer. You should have your headphones on right now because you don't want everybody, you don't want to be bothering everybody, okay? After math, if you finish everything, you can do iReady. And I have told him that the best kids that do the best job, they're going to be able to do learning games after lunch. He's going to pick who was doing the best as far as behavior. And hopefully everybody was doing great. And then everybody can play learning games after lunch. Okay. So we also, remember, don't ask him to play ABC Yeah or anything like that because we are only doing learning games. After math, let me just quickly show you what you're going to do for science. So for science, every day I'm going to have instructions in there for you. Ok, vas a ir a las instrucciones del día. Semana 1-24. Acá tienes el lunes, instrucciones del día. En las instrucciones del día te dije exactamente qué vas a hacer. Acuérdate, primero vas a ir al nuevo que se llama EduSmart. Está en el Hub. Después STEMscopes, que está también en el Hub. Para mostrarme que sí hiciste los videos del día, vas a ir a la discusión de hoy, que está en el lunes. Y acá está la discusión de hoy. Vas a hacer qué aprendiste sobre el clima. Después de ver estos videos, vas a hacer esto. Copias así. Puedes tomarlo. Acuérdate que tienes que oprimir acá para que te sirva primero. Tomas estas 2 frases y las vienes y las tiras acá. Y puedes poner acá lo que sea que tú vas a poner. ¿Ok? De último, si tú terminas todo eso, excelente, lo que vas a hacer es que vas a poder ir a actividades extras sobre si terminas todo. So acá yo tengo los passwords de Brain Pop y PeppleGo. You have PeppleGo's Brain Pop, Brain Pop. Let me show you them. PeppleGo. Tienes muchísimos PeppleGos sobre el clima. Martinez Learn. Vas a ir acá y vas a ver que tienes muchos. Puedes entrar a cualquiera de estos. Mira todos estos sobre
Tiempo
el clima.
de 10.
Todas estas sobre medir, que lo hicimos mucho. Meteorólogos sobre las diferentes nubes. Sobre la temperatura.
El lugar.
Okay. Tienes también tiempo frío, si quieres ver sobre la nieve, el granizo. Tiempo húmedo,
Niebla.
cuando la lluvia. Ok, ¿y qué tal cuando hay terremotos? Y cuando hay
Tormentas
huracanes
eléctricas.
y tornados, todo eso está ahí. Muy divertido.
Ciencia.
Después puedes ir a Brain Pop de el weather. Y acá tienen el inglés, todos los del weather. Esto lo vas a tener toda la semana. Acá están esos. Y también hay unos en español que también tienen de huracanes, de terremotos, de cosas muy interesantes así que pasan por el clima. ¿Ok? Son un poco más avanzadas. Si están muy rápidas, lo que puedes hacer para quitarle para que hablen más despacio, vas a ir a este. Espérate que tengo que poner otra vez Martin Jr. Brain Pop. Iniciar sesión. Puedes ir a esta de acá y le vas a poner más lento, ¿ok? Para la velocidad. Acuérdate, velocidad quiere decir rápido, despacio. Más lento y te lo lee, te va a decir la lección más lenta. ¿Ok? Y al final de la semana me encantaría ver lo que aprendiste sobre el clima de todos los Brain Pops y Pebble Goes. Me dices cuál Pebble Go viste, cuál Brain Pop viste y lo que más te interesó, lo que más te gusta del clima. All right, friends. Love you. I hope you have a great day. I hope you have a great day. I hope that watching this video helps you for today. Do all of your activities to be good. Excited to see you on Friday. Bye.